I've spotted something. I've spotted something interesting.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
You don't know that! Those cultists have been poking about for days!
Shh! I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
What's that? I think there are hidden foes ahead.
Fool! You've made a mess of an ancient tomb! It was my arthritis! I couldn't help it! Arthritis, my skull! When Rage Green sees this, he'll tear you apart!
Muttering about it now and then. Is that normal?
Nothing but rubbish.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone, deliver it now, and I may deign to end you quickly. In life, I toiled to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha! Run if you like, defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave. Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
for you!
The time of your death is at hand!
imported all the way from Hawkesbury, you know. It ain't the local pig swill they sell for ale.
Single malt, my stubbly arse. You've been had by one of them smooth-talking salesmen again. Come, give here before I sober up.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We of the Legion, liberators of Riverlon.
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay, Legion's motto.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
Ever cat the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah! What do you want to know? So, it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid. Fellow's dead. Murdered.
Can't tell you much more, except that I heard he was found face down in a puddle of blood, being used as a water fountain by his own pet mongrel.
They say 'twas his wife that did it, and I'd bet a bottle of brandy they're right. A devilish flirt, that one.
As if that proves anything! Just keep your trap shut, will you, Bibius? Bunch of barbaric bastards, a lot of them! They'll kill your spouse and eat your children. We've been putting up a fight against them, to be sure, but they have the strength of an ox in every single one of their fingers. Takes an army to dress down a dozen.
Well, we did bring a legion.
Just bite your lip, will you, Bibius?
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a two-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around here.
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city. Come, let's have another drink while we still can. To your very good health.
And yours, Bibius. Here goes. Oh. Goes down as smooth as burning needles. But I'll be damned if it doesn't get you more hammered than an anvil.
Better to be dead drunk than plain dead, what you?
open, you hear? Shh. If the orcs show up, I don't want to have to face the buggers alone.
The heat and the drink are getting the better of me. Gosh, am I sleepy? Don't tell me you're afraid. You should have enough liquid courage in your system by now that you're ready to face an army.
To your maker, devil!
What the hell's happening down there? Orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go. Careful, those beasts are deadly!
I was really hoping to find something better.
Breath of the dragon.
Those orcs had a human commander. How very curious.
Who was that joker
and
leading those
disquieting.
orcs? Damn traitor.
Where are Bibius and Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you. I like you much better with your guts on the floor. taken before his time, far before his time. The Sauce Hunter. Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Seal, comrade, and good luck. I'm a proud legionnaire and always will be, but I thought we'd be doing more slashing and less dying when we landed in Seal. Bloody orcs are at it again. Beats me what on earth they want in Seal. This is their second attack within as many weeks, and their second defeat. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbour to the west of here. They may need help. I would go myself, but we legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when another one of these little raiders might sidle up the beach. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the Cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Could you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Seal? Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you. One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Seal. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, The local commander of the Legion insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sake.
You wouldn't hurt us, why? And I won't let you take him before his time. Far before his time.
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
Sorcery, sects, undead,
At least
orcs.
we won't be bored.
Looks like we have our work
How
cut
about
out
we
for
go
us.
see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. And so what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
When I saw a source hunter in the harbour, I thought for sure the ship would be saved. Maya culpa for putting faith in your kind. She was targeted by the Orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Damn those orcs for bringing fire into our harbor. And damn you for not lifting a finger to help extinguish it. She was targeted by the orc shaman during the attack. And now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets. Good on you.
Damn those orcs for bringing fire into our harbor. And damn you for not lifting a finger to help extinguish it. She was targeted by the...
Don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
That's why we never sail to your door anymore.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orky-chan loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time he...
A home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on. Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo. These damn orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves. With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though. Those souls are just as pressed for luck as we are now. A shame nothing could be done to save her.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything. Really? Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment of these bleeding orcs. Well, you never know when something might turn up. Keep an eye out, and so will we. Those souls are just as...
Have you found us a job yet? Well, we were merchants what seemed like a... don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife. Shores? Here? In Sicil? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Always a damn tragedy when a vessel meets the wrong side of the deep. Not to mention the men who lose their livelihoods thereafter. Who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these terrible surprises. Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love...
Sauce? Here in Sicil? Duh. Of all that...
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil?
Youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orky-chan loves him.
Name's Conrad. cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
Oh, and don't forget the time...
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to youthful gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to youthful gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature. Within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to youthful gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Damn those orcs for bringing fire into our harbor, and damn you for not lifting a finger to help extinguish it.
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. My powers astound even me. I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Sicile. The 2 feets never bother to ask, but I see all that is and is to be. Of course, most winsome 2 feet, of course. What would you like to know? Why, yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet, for I see that your wealth will come by bloody means. Well, that depends, 2 feet, that depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love. Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell. I see I see. Oh. Oh dear. No. No. Your reading is over. Do you hear? Over.
A source hunter? I thought you lot had burnt the last of those nutty sorcerers by now.
I can't even smell the sea air. I can't even smell the sea air. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my legs.
A source hunter? I thought you lot had burnt the last of those nutty sorcerers by now.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet addressing me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day. Don't know what you said to upset Bull, but don't worry about it too much. Being in tune with the flow of time takes a lot out of him. Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sicil, from dock to graveyard and back again.
Well, you see, the gold and silver planets in square aspect suggest a struggle.
A struggle? What kind of struggle?
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Courteous, proud protector of this House of Legion goods. Courteous is my name, the Legion is my calling. This is a storing house for Legion supplies, perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around, and don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs. This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife, Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself. And there's his children to consider. But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident. Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here. I tell you, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter. Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about guardly duty and security breaches.
Report!
Nothing to report, sir.
You never have anything to report.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around? If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders. That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him.
I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine. Nah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
Back again? Got any juicy stories like...
Would be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace.
Just making conversation, mate.
Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
Come now.
Away from there, you pilferer. That room is off limits to the likes of you, so close that door. Good. But do not tempt fate again, or my sword will bring thee justice. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged filly.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to save him from his murderous darling.
You would trust a quack magazine from Youthful Gore? She's clearly liable to snap at any minute. If you are the only thing that stands between me and eliminating this threat, you won't stand long.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common sense around here. I'll do the honors myself.
No! She's harmless! Please! You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of Sicil as well.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the wizards of Youthful Gore make a revenge elixir that will show you what's what.
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like.
One day,
your
Moira.
foolishness
One
is
day
no
you'll
longer
show
my
'em all.
problem. Thank you, stranger. If you ever need help, I'll do my best to repay you.
Too bad indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc? Ah, who better than a...
Enough of that. I know how dangerous...
You see? He'd believe it was new...
You would trust a quack magazine from Youthful Gore? She's clearly liable to snap at any minute. If you are the only thing that stands between me and eliminating this threat, you won't stand long.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Glad to hear I'm not the only...
No! She's harmless! You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of Sicil as well.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the wizards of Youthful Gore make a revenge elixir that will show you what's what.
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. Thank you, stranger. If you ever need help, I'll do my best to repay you.
Moira. One day you'll show 'em all. One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all. Thank you for talking some sense into that knucklehead. That she-beast would have been the death of us.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage. Fancy a sip, skipper? You deserve a drink after handling them orcs. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
I should have done this.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
Size seal, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. I can't even smell the sea air over this
I should
rot.
have done this from the very start.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the
I should
foulest
have
of
done
the
this
lot
from
on
the
my
very
racks.
start.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Wait a second. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation? You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
I should have. That orc would have literally broken Ninius's heart.
Thank you for resolving the matter.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
Good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Know much about zombies, do you? How about walking bones?
Let's see. Halibut?
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear! I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
True enough. Without a bit of charity now and then, the world would be a far crueler place.
That's the spirit! Or should I say, the soul?
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it. The merchant just left, but I paid. I paid before.
You were a witness to this event now? Tell me what happened.
Indeed he did not. He's a thief and should be punished.
Solution to the zombie problem and a set of silver arrows.
Fine, have it your way.
What kind of monster are you? You encourage me to take the fish and then throw me to the wolves. Curse you!
Come along quietly. You did the crime, sir, and the sentence is yours alone.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
You! Hypocrites and traitors! I thought source hunters were supposed to help the people, not lure them into crime and punishment.
This batch is only hours from the sea. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me. You're a strange guppy, telling that man to snatch my stock and then turning him in. I'm glad to have my wares back, but I would have preferred for him not to have taken it at all.
I swear I saw a lady in red upon the beach, but everyone laughs and says I'll see mermaids next.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let us see if you can choose the finest graves.
Spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
What'll you have? I'll get white cheese, blue cheese, old cheese, new cheese.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source Hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Councillor in. Source in a city like Syceal, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Syceal. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Councillor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage? Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things. Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the rational mind.
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
very heart of my enemy. Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking? Until we're briefed on our intended investigation, every wasted moment is an outright defiance of our orders. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
on!
There's a mine in the middle of our park.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here. Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself.
This seems to be broken. I need to blow this one open. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
Do you like shiny gems as much as those other fellows? I admit the king's stone was pretty, but hardly as tasty as a nice crumb of stale bread. Oh well, whatever tickles your whiskers.
This seems to be broken. Well, what's this I've spotted?
Work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
like shiny gems as much as those other fellows? I admit the king's stone was pretty, but hardly as tasty as a nice crumb of stale bread. Oh well, whatever tickles your whiskers.
This seems to be broken. What's this? I found something.